All right, welcome to the final learning target of chapter 5, which is learning target number 7. I can use ratio reasoning to convert measurement units. So, all your life you've been using ratios, you didn't even realize it when you convert measures. Okay? So go to page number where's it at? Right. Well, it's at the learning targets. I think I don't know what happened here, but the learning target 7, this should actually be on the next page. So this is learning target, but you can just go to the next page and on page 15, okay? And this first page is just all about kind of giving you guys some of the conversions that you're going to use. So this you're going to want to have this out when you're doing your stuff. I'm going to allow you to have these on the test. I think at least some of them, not maybe all of them, maybe not like these down. Well, where are they at? The easy ones, like 12 inches in a foot. I probably won't give you those, but probably a lot of these. I'll give you these and let you use these. Probably we'll see more when we get to it. But you can see 1 ounce equals a 16th of a pound, just like 16 ounces equals a pound. Okay, that makes sense. So that's more mass and weight, like you're doing in glass burns right now. You're talking, or you were, I guess, a week ago, and um, anyway, grams and things like that, kilograms, all that stuff. So, and the capacity is more like volume. You're talking about how much liters, milliliters is what you used a lot in glass burns. So, over here, this is a lot of stuff. Your parents will use a lot of these things for cooking and whatnot. It's a good thing to know. I know my wife; she has one of these things. It's like stuck to one of the cabinets. She always uses it whenever she's cooking. I'm sure your parents do as well. So, anyway, let's go ahead and go to the next page. We'll probably refer back to that page a few times, but let's just flip over and then we'll talk. Okay. Conversions are pretty easy. First of all, there's the big G. I like to call it the homie G. Haha. Real funny, I know. So the homie G. Now it's really hard to see that G, but just understand. You guys all know this, which is awesome. But there are 2 cups in each pint too. You can't really see those C's in there, but there are C's. Okay, so if you just want to add those in, if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Maybe you can see them on yours. I don't know. My copy isn't very good. All right, now conversions. Now, I expect you guys to use proportions on your conversions. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I know that many times you guys can do these in your head, and that's great. I want proportions. And here's what I mean by proportions. Okay, I want the fake ratio. If you think back to learning target 3 and I think it was 3 and 4 maybe 5, something like that. The fake ratio written. What the fake ratio in conversions is, it's the actual conversion. Okay, so if I know, like in this case, I know that 12 inches makes 1 foot. That's the conversion. That's the conversion factor, they call it. Okay, 12 inches per foot. Okay, well then we know the top's always going to be inches, the bottom's always going to be feet, and then you just say, okay, what are they giving me? Are they giving me the actual number of inches or are they giving me the actual number of feet? In this case, they're giving us feet, so that means we're going to put 4 there. What would I do to go from 1 to 4 times 4? So what do I got to do to 28 or to 12? Multiply by 4. That's 48 inches. I know a lot of you know this. I know a lot of you are probably sitting there going, oh my gosh, I know that there are 12 inches in a foot, and I know I do 4 times 12. I don't care. It's about the process, understanding why this works. Okay? Do it the right way, please. Do it. I expect this. If you won't have this on the test, I will count it wrong. And don't think I won't. I will. Okay? Let's go down here to number 2 there. Okay? First of all, let's draw. We always start with this right here. Now we're going to be comparing meters to centimeters. Meters to centimeters. Okay? And I know they're giving me 80 meters and they're asking me for how many centimeters. So now I got to figure out that fake ratio. Okay? Now if you go up here, I want to go back actually. And I want to think how much is in what was I looking to convert? Meters to centimeters. Okay, meters to centimeters. So I got to figure this out here. 1 meter, Actually, I don't have it on here. I wanted to have it on here. I don't know why I don't. Okay, this is what I wanted you to see right here. And don't mind that. I don't know why that box isn't holding all these. It's spilling out. I'm not sure why. This is what I want you to use for your fake ratio. Okay? This is what I want you to use. Okay? So I'm going to zoom out just a bit. You guys can still see yours, but hopefully you can see my writing here. I know it's kind of tiny, but I don't want to have to scroll back and forth here. This is what I want you to use. When you're building your fake ratio, this fake ratio right here, the first ratio, meters over centimeters, I want you to use this right here, and I will provide this on the test. You don't have to memorize this. I will provide it. Okay? And I look and I say, okay, how many centimeters of that much of a meter? So I know the ratio I'm looking for here is 1 centimeter is 0.01 meters. Okay? 1 centimeter is 0.01 meters. So from here, it's pretty easy. And you guys see where I got that, I hope. Because it says a centimeter is 0.01 meters. I mean, that's what it's saying. Okay? That's exactly what it is saying. So all we're doing is we're just putting it in decimal form. That's okay. And then from here, we can just cross multiply and divide. Cross multiply, divide. Okay, where'd my calculator go? There it is. Okay, that's 1 times 80 is obviously 80. And then we're going to divide by 0.01. That's going to give us 8,000. There are 8,000 centimeters in 1 meter. Now, many of you know how the whole thing works with, like kilograms, hectograms. What order does it go into? Hecto, yeah, deca. And then regular gram, and then you got decimeter, you got centimeter, and then you got millimeter or whatever. Okay, and you guys have learned just to move the decimal, and that's what you can do. Okay, I just would like to use proportions because that's what this whole unit's about, is proportions. So that's all I want you to use. Okay, here I'm doing ounces to pounds, so I know I'm going to be comparing ounces to pounds. LB stands for pounds. Okay, ounces to pounds, ounces to pounds. Okay, I know they're giving me 80 ounces. They're saying, well, how many pounds is that? That's what they're trying to figure out. So I got to go back to my conversion stuff and figure, okay, well, how many ounces are in a pound? Let's figure it out here. Let's go up here. Oh, right there. For every 1 pound is 16 ounces. So go back here now. Scroll down. And I know, okay, for every 16 ounces is 1 pound. Now we can just cross multiply and then divide. So it's going to be 80 divided by 16 equals 5 pounds. Okay. The first ratio is always just your conversion. Okay. The second ratio is your actual amounts. Okay. I have 6,000 grams, so I'm comparing grams to kilograms. Grams to kilograms. I know the actual amount of grams is 6,000. Okay. I know I don't know this, but I got to go up and look at my conversion factor up here, and I say, okay, a kilometer, 1 kilometer, or kilometer if you want to say that, is 1,000 meters. So I go back down and I say, okay, 1,000 grams is going to be 1 kilogram. Okay, so we cross multiply and divide. We do that. It's going to be 6,000 divided by 1,000. It's going to give us 6 kilograms. And again, when you're doing grams to here, you can just move the decimal. I'm sorry, wrong way. 1, 2, 3 spots, because that's 3 of those away. There's 3 numbers inside of there, or from grams to kilograms. Okay? Let's go up here. 180 yards to feet. Uh-oh. Now we got to think about this one's a little bit harder. So we're comparing the number of yards to some amount of feet. I don't really know. Okay. So yards are going to stay on top. Feet are going to stay on the bottom. I know that there are 3 yards in 1 foot. So then I can cross multiply and divide. It's going to end up being 180 divided by 3. It's going to give me 60 feet. Okay. Here, 9 kilometers. I always like to put this on the right. It doesn't really matter. 9 kilometers to so many meters. And then kilometers to meters. I got to figure out what the conversion factor is. Now, I think I already did this. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So I cross multiply. 1,000 times 9 is 9,000. Is 9,000. I divide by 1. That's still 9,000. Now you're moving your decimal this way. 3 places. Okay. 2 tons. Okay, now I'm talking 2 tons is how many pounds? Okay, so I know that I'm comparing the amount of tons to pounds. So I got to flip back to the previous page, and I realize, okay, well, what's the conversion? It's right there. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. Okay, so 1 ton is 1,000 pounds. Cross multiply, and we divide 1, we get, I'm sorry, it's supposed to be 2,000, I'm sorry. 2,000 times 2 is 4,000, divided by 1 is 4,000 pounds. Okay? 4 grams to milligrams, so I got 4 grams, and I'm comparing it to some amount of milligrams. Let me go up to my conversion factor up here. Okay? It says that milli, and it's all about the root word milli. A milli is 0.001 meters, okay, or grams. So this is going to be 0.001 grams, and it's per milligram. Cross multiply, and then you divide. It's going to be 4 divided by 0.001 is 4,000 milligrams. Okay? Okay. Ratios can be used to convert blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already know that. How many feet are in 72 inches? Well, let's think about it. We're comparing the number of feet to the number of inches equals the number of feet to another number of inches. What is given? Well, they gave us the amount of inches. Okay, we want to know this. So let's use the conversion ratio. 12 inches per foot. So I'm going to cross multiply, and then I'm going to divide by 12. So 72 divided by 12 equals 6. So the answer would be 6 feet. Okay? Okay, let's skip this one. How many cups are in 9 quarts? Okay, so now we're comparing cups to quarts. And then that means this ratio is also going to be cups to quarts. Okay, it's saying 9 cups. I need to know this. That's what I'm trying to figure out right there, how many cups there are. So I got to go back to my conversion factor, think back to the big G, the homie G that I drew up here. There it is. So we were comparing, I don't even remember what it was. I forgot already. Cups to quarts. Cups to quarts. Let's go back and figure out. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 in each quart. So 1 quart is 4 cups. 1 quart is 4 cups. So 4 cups is 1 quart. Now we cross multiply. We divide. 36 cups. It's all ratios, guys. It's just the same thing over and over again. Jill and Dina make 3 gallons of lemonade for their lemonade stand. How many cups is that? So now we're comparing 3 gallons to cups. Okay, how many cups is that? Okay, remember let's think about, whoops, it's supposed to be a C. We need to go back to the big G, okay, and figure out how many cups are in a gallon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cups in each gallon. So the ratio would be 1 gallon is 16 cups. We cross multiply and divide. We get 48 cups of lemonade they could make. Okay? Alright. I think that's good for this. I think you guys get the picture. Okay? But remember, I want to see your proportions. I'm going to be picky on that. So that is the end. Congratulations, you made it through chapter 5. Good job. Probably a test is coming soon. See you guys.